Story today will be to share with you how I moved from earning minus 0 naira. Now, why am I saying minus zero? Zero is really not a figure, but then why am I saying minus zero? Now, this is because I was in a debt. I mean, great debt. I was owing people 5.8 million naira, and I was being dragged. This thing I'm trying to tell you, it's no joke. Something transformational happened. I was believing God, but God was also believing in me. Yeah, God, please give me a job. I did all manner of things. I went from seeking for job, those posters, they paste everywhere. I tell you, work and you'll be getting weekly pay of 25,000 naira. I saw those posters and then I went for. I found out it was something else. Not even something I wanted to do, but then since I was broke and ready to choke, what choice do I have? Absolutely, almost like I have none. But then I still went for the interview though. I got there, it was that interview. My aim of sharing this story is just to motivate somebody, and that person might be you. But if definitely you're not the one, just know that people out there are some people out there who are going through difficult times, and if something is not being done fast, they will still remain in that predicament. I enrolled in the School of Personal Success and Development. I gave my time to studying, doing things I'm supposed to do that's going to help me tomorrow. That's just it anyway. On the 15th of April, something drastic happened. What was that? I was in the kitchen trying to take the plate, rinse the plate so I can soak garri. And this time I was having only garri at home. I mean the one my mother sent to me from the village. So I was having that, and I mean that was the only thing I had. Yes, I had to write this down so I wouldn't forget the date. And so I was doing that. A very still voice came into my mind. Did you remember that you boiled this water this morning? I said, yes. I boiled this water this morning. But then, the water is cold now, right? I said, yes. Now, if you want this water to be hot, what are you going to do? I said, well, I will apply it. So now listen. If you stay here, if you keep staying here, you will be useless. If you keep staying here, doing the same thing you're doing here. And at this time I wasn't doing anything. I was just a mechanic boy. I was a boy carrying two balls for somebody, going from place to place. I don't know how to fix the gen even. I can't repair a generator. I have no idea. You know, I think the only thing I can do there is just to change the plug. But I can't even tell if the plug was bad. I can't do that. So I was just being a rider. I had to take him around town where we needed to work so I can get something to feed. So, and the boy said, if you keep doing the same thing, you will remain useless for the rest of your life. Please, let me read it. Let me read this for you. So I won't be missing any point. Please pay attention. The return home mandate. Truly, the Lord mercies endureth forever. On a Tuesday afternoon, 11th of April, 2023, at about 3:48 p.m., I was hungry. Having taken my lunch earlier, I decided to eat something, so I wanted to rinse the plate before putting the food inside it. The kettle beside me was water filled, so I decided to use some of it. As I turned from the kettle, I felt the cold impact of the water on the stainless steel plate. Then came an inner voice, a voice from within, very loud and convincing, that reminded me that the water was once hot. Hence, I wouldn't have been able to touch it. But because I left it without using it, it has returned back to its original cold state. I concurred as the voice kept speaking. So I was eager to ask how it applies to the matter of hunger. Prior to this time, I was thinking about going back to Osu, the community I started my business and failed the next day. But I was skeptical and was thinking about adjusting the dates. I was really disturbed. Go back to Ohosu, the voice continued, as I paid keen attention, that for the water to be hot, and if no heat is applied, then it will remain cold for life. Go back to Ohosu and do what you used to do. apply the same energy, hit with this message, my heart was hardened and convinced on returning back to us the next day. At about 4:24 p.m., as I was writing this piece, I doubted the authenticity of the voice. So my pen had to take a break, and my senses needed to work on it again. Was this what I promote my business all my life? Isn't the voice telling me to get back to work so my existence can be worthwhile again? I started thinking. Amidst the thinking, the voice came back to me and reiterated, go back to Obosu. I want to make something out of this worst situation. This time, you are starting with experience. These were his exact words. This was as written that very day, 11th of April last year. Please, please, I want to beg you, don't ever give up life. Upon this message I received, my heart received. I was determined and I was so sure that my coming back to the community was going to be a blissful one. And I kid you not, since that day to now, it has been from one testimony to another testimony. I came back to the community, started out with the same business, and I'm doing excellently well. I give God all the glory. But this message is just to motivate you out there that no matter the hurdles you are trying to scale through now, it's not yet over. You too can become great again. The best thing to do is to keep believing, keep working hard, keep thinking. Someone once said thinking is the hardest part of the job that most people don't do. Please keep thinking on how to get out of that situation. And I believe that you're coming out stronger than you used to be. Please don't ever give up. Miss this situation. Until next time.